Module 1, Lesson 2, Sources of Authority. A source of authority is anything that people look to or for guidance on beliefs, morals, and how to live their lives. So, ginagamit nato niya to ang sources of authority to be our guidance in faith and in our life. Ang first source of authority is the law. It is one's guide to ethical behavior. We Filipinos are constrained to obey the laws of the land as stated in the country's criminal and civil codes. So, laws are formal rules that govern how we behave as members of the society. A positive law refers to the different rules and regulations that are posited or put forward by an authority figure that require compliance. Meaning, ang positive law is gihimo na siya. It is the set of rules that are written, enacted, and enforced by a legitimate authority. So, kinsa man tong mga legitimate authority? We have our government to regulate the behavior of people in society. It's called positive because it is posited, put in place by humans, meaning gihimo nato. Mo na inyong hinumduman permi. Positive law is posited, meaning gihimo siya sa tao. So here are some key points that you have to remember if it is a positive law. First is created by a recognized lawmaking body. Example, ana isang ato ang Congress. Written down in official codes, constitutions, or statutes. And then we have enforced through courts and law enforcement. Can change over time depending on the government and society. Example, ana is Republic Act 1425, Rizal Law requires teaching the life and works of Rizal. So since nakabutang mo na sa ato ang Republic Act, meaning dili pwede nga dili nato na itudlo si ang life and works of Rizal. Then we have Republic Act 9262, Anti-Violence Against Women and Their Children Act or BAUC. And then we have sa ato ang local ordinance na atay mga curfew rules in certain cities. Pero sa uban nga mga cities or sa uban nga mga locals, wala po'y curfew. Di ba sa ato nani sa itong mga panahon sa pandemic, natin ginaset na curfew. Then, ang main source jud of law sa Pilipinas is the 1987 Philippine Constitution. It is the supreme law of the land. All laws must conform to it. Then we have legislations, laws passed by the Congress, then presidential issuance, executive orders, we have judicial decisions, local ordinances, customary law, nato dira to mga indigenous and traditional laws. Then we also have types of law. We have criminal law. Ang criminal law, it defines crimes and penalties sa mga theft, and then some murder. Then we also have the civil law, the administrative law, the labor law, and then the environmental law. We have deontology. Deontology is a moral theory developed by Immanuel Kant. So, inumdumi, ang philosopher sa deontology is si Immanuel Kant, nani sa quiz on niya. An action is morally right if it is done out of a sense of duty and follows a moral rule, not because of its consequences. Sa deontology, do the right thing no matter what is the result. First example is nakakita ka og wallet. Nya ang wallet daghan kaayo og cash. Sa deontological ethics or according to Kant, ang imong buhaton is imuha tong iuli because it is your duty to respect others' property even if no one will know and you could use the money. So, nga naman, the act of returning it follows a moral law that you would want everyone to follow, such as telling the truth, keeping promises, respect for life, fairness, Second source of authority is our religion. One is obliged to obey God in all things. Sa religion, naadiri ang divine command theory. An action is right if God commands it, and wrong if God forbids it. So ayaw ninyo kalimti ang Ten Commandments. I am the Lord your God. You shall not have other gods before me, meaning you have to worship God alone. Forbids idolatry and putting anything above God. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. Remember to keep holy the Lord's day. Honor your father and your mother. You shall not kill, protect human life, be faithful in marriage and respect sexuality, or you shall not commit adultery, you shall not steal, tell the truth, or you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor, you shall not covet your neighbor's wife, and you shall not covet your neighbor's goods. So avoid greed and envy over what others have. Natural law theory. So the most influential author of the natural law theory is Thomas Aquinas. There are universal moral principles built into human nature and the world, discoverable by reason, and this principle should guide human laws and actions. So, sa natural law theory, it is universal, it is unchanging, it applies to all people in all places at all times. So, moral truths come from human nature and the natural order, not just from written laws. So, basic principles sa Thomas Aquinas version is sa natural law theory, we nadra ang preserving life, reproduce and care for offspring, educate and seek truth, live in community and promote peace. Then worship God. Example ani is helping a stranger in danger. Sa natural law reasoning, tanan tao is naatay duty to preserve life. So normal lang or it is morally right to help regardless of laws or religion. The third source of authority is culture. Exposure to different societies and their cultures makes us aware that there are ways of thinking and valuing that are different from our own. That there is, in fact, a wide diversity of how different people believe it is proper to act. So, ang ato adang behavior is mag-base sa ato ang culture kung asa ta na belong. We have cultural relativism. What is ethically acceptable or unacceptable is relative to, or that is to say, dependent on one's culture. It means understanding and respecting a cultural practice based on its own values and context, not judging it by the standards of another culture. Example is eating habits. Sa ato sa Pilipinas or kita nga mga Pinoy, we eat with spoon and fork or hilig tamag kinamot or the traditional settings. Sa India, ilaha is kailangan nimo magkaon gamit lang ang imuhang tuo nga kamot. Kay kung gamiton nimo imuhang wala, gina-consider nila na as unclean for eating. Then next we have view of time. Sa Germany, punctuality is highly valued. Being late is considered disrespectful. So kung maingon sila alas 7 ang meeting, alas 7 jud na magsugod. Kita man gud na mga Pinoy na natay ginatawag na Filipino time. So pwede na ta mag-relax-relax. Kung mayon ta og alas 8, magsugod na og alas 9 or alas 10. Mao na ang culture nato mga Pinoy. Another is family roles. Sa Pilipinas, strong extended family ties. Adult children often live with parents until marriage. Sa Sweden, bawal na gina-encourage na early or independence is encouraged early. Young adults often live on their own by 18 to 20. Meaning, pag nag-edad na ka og 18, kailangan na nimo mubukod sa imuhang parents. Next, we have forms of address. Sa kita nga mga Pinoy, hilig ta mo gamit og mga title like sir, mom, or ate, kuya to show respect. Pero sa Australia, first name are used even with authority figures. So example kay Sir Gary. Si Sir Gary, di ba, is our president. Kita ng mga Pinoy, gamiton dyan nato ang na word nga sir para mag-show og respect. Pero sa Australia, tawagon lang na Gary even if siya ang naay highest position. So, sa Australia, ma-awkward sila if tawagon sila og sir. Pero kung diri man gud sa Pinoy, pag dili ta tawagon og sir og ma'am, so we feel disrespected if we are not addressed formally.